y'all? It's your boy Ty Slatter, and welcome to another edition of Real Talk with Ty. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on all social media platforms. You can also check out TySlatter.com for more updates. Today, we're going to talk about the music industry. We're going to talk about what Spotify is doing essentially to artists that are not in the know or are not taking time to read the contracts and the terms and conditions before they agree to upload their music to platforms. You're giving Spotify and other platforms similar to Spotify, DSPs if you will, basically all access to take your music, your licensing, and use it however they feel, because you're using their platform to promote yourself instead of going direct to consumer or building a website where you can play your music and have people purchase your music directly from your website. So that way you have a direct relationship and connection with your audience and your fan base. Instead of uploading your music to Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, I understand what people think it's for, and I'm not saying that you can't use these, but understand what you're signing up for. And if you're okay with it, then disregard this message. But if you feel how I feel about it's my artwork, it's my baby, I created it, I should be able to do what I want to do with it instead of having somebody else manipulate and or reuse it or repurpose my intellectual property, then you need to take your music off of the streaming platforms, which is something that I'm strongly considering doing myself. So I'm not just telling you this just so you do it and then I, keep doing whatever I do. I'm just giving you what's been given to me. I'm a student of the game. I study this thing as much as I possibly can. And when it comes down to it, like I mentioned to you in the previous video, doing something like this, making your own albums and selling them outright, direct to consumer, is something that we walked away from as a community, as an industry. But what we didn't realize was they were taking our creative control. They were taking our rights, our licensing, and basically saying, sign with us. You don't need a lawyer. You can do it yourself. It gives you the vibes of a DIY, but in actuality, it's like signing to a record label without a lawyer. So I'm telling you all of this to say, if you want to be an artist, go fully independent, get a team together, have somebody work your socials, have somebody build your website. And if you can't afford these things, because I know what it feels like to be on a shoestring budget, do it yourself. Study, do the research. It's not just about getting in the studio and creating a vibe. It's about setting yourself up for the rest of your life. And then setting up your kids for the rest of their life. If done properly and correctly and contractually, you can not only have ownership, but you can also have equity. You can also have, liquid. You can also have investments, things you can pass down to your children. And your children can pass down to their children if handled properly. But it all starts with knowing what you're trying to do, knowing who you're working with, reading those terms and conditions before you sign on a dotted line and agree to the terms and conditions. But if you like this type of content, comment below with your thoughts on what Spotify is doing with their new terms and conditions, as well as other DSPs like Apple Music and Tidal, because Spotify being the leader, the other platforms are going to follow suit. So, again, thank you for tuning in to this Real Talk with Ty. This is kind of a PSA to all my artists out there, whether you be independent or with a label. Read your contracts. Read the fine print before you sign to the terms and conditions. And don't be afraid to reach out and ask questions. Some of us are not trying to gatekeep. We're trying to be knowledgeable and make sure that my brothers and sisters are uplifted and understand what they're trying to do. So make sure you follow me at Ty Slatter on all social media platforms for more content like this. Subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube, and don't forget TySlatter.com for more music updates. It's Ty Slatter on behalf of Real Talk with Ty signing off. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.
What's good, everyone? This is Ty Slatter coming to you live from Vision Studios, and I want to make sure I invite you to come here to Real Talk with Ty. But on your way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube, because this platform right here, just for you. So if you have a new album on the way, you got a new single that's booming, you got a new business that you're starting, or you feel like you got a story that needs a platform to inspire the next generation, we got you covered right here. Real Talk with Ty. We're waiting for you.